Buy cheap and safe NBA 2K22 MT at NBA2King.com. You can use code Excapar, that's EXCAPAR, for 5% off your entire purchase. Alright, next tier list in the best centers in 2K22 Myteam. So if you guys are excited, hit that like button down below. We have a fun one going out, and actually I think a pretty skim list. So this one actually may be a very quick tier list if we keep doing these quick formatted ones. Hit the like button, check out the description down below for any of the other tier lists that we've done, point guards through power forwards right now, and probably tomorrow I may do an opal tier list. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'll show you guys everybody we have in this hard pass tier, which is starting off with Yusuf Nurkic, Your Gamer Son. Both of these guys are kind of tall dudes who kind of block shots in the paint, but with both of these guys, they are way too slow to really be too competitive in the game, so I'm just not really looking for it. Chuck Nevitt, I'm pretty sure he's not the slowest card I've ever seen in my life, but he is definitely one of the slower ones out there. So I figured I don't know, I chuck him down here because he also has a 25-3. Not really my cup of tea. 3T, look at that. Andrew Bogut, really good defensive guy that can block a lot of shots, but doesn't really give you anything on the offensive end. Essentially is a 0 on that side of the ball, and just makes your team so much easier to guard. Same thing with Andre Drummond. Drummond's going to play a lot of defense, get a lot of boards for you, but the problem is, like, he's really giving you nothing, can't shoot at all, and it's just a tough card to really use out there. When you really only can dunk, I personally don't want you on my team. Scott Pollard is just bad, so we're just going to ignore him, honestly. Rudy Gobert, again, one of those guys who is really, really good at protecting the rim. This Rudy Gobert could literally block anything that you want to down in the paint. Only problem is again, he's a bit of a no factor on offense. His range is about 5 feet from the hoop, and that's not really who I'm trying to use. And Robert Williams is actually a pretty good all-around center. He is a undersized kind of center, so he's meant to be more quick, agile, things like that, playmaking a bit. And it's pretty fun if you do that, but won't be stretching out the floor for you at all. The still decent tier. Boom! Starting off with Clint Capella, who actually is a bit of a hot one. I think Clint Capella was just like faster than a lot of the other guys that I had down there, and I just kind of preferred him a little bit better. Can protect the rim, play in the paint, and not bad. Andrea Bargnani is actually completely sold by the fact that he only has a bad jumper and is meant to kind of be an offensive guy with not too much defensive rebounding. So I just think it really hurts him when you're supposed to be one of those stretch bigs, but your stretch big jumper is kind of ass. So yeah, we're not really using that too much. Alvin Adams, I was looking at the card. He kind of just underwhelmed me. Usually they juice up an Alvin Adams card and just make him absolutely insane because he's an undersized center at 6'9". But they didn't really do that with this one. So I'm putting him in still decent. Alonzo Mourning is actually a really good all-around card. He was one of those collector levels. I just don't think he's too worth it to use. We have so many good centers right now. And Alonzo Mourning is fun with his playmaking and post-game ability, but his jumper's just kind of bad. But I'm not really interested in using him. Willie Cauley-Stein is actually a card that I think you could move up to pretty damn solid minimally if you check out that Evo on him. If you just look at him normally, I don't really think he's anything like insane. But when you actually do this Evo on him with that Diamond Buddy Healed, he's gross. Gets a 75 shot 3, gets, what is it? I think 7 new Hall of Fame badges, which is unreal. Goes up to a diamond, is a much better defender, much better shooter. Actually is a really fun card too, so check that out. But normal card isn't still decent. Vlade Divac is pretty cool, but again, the set shot 16 jumpers is way too slow for our center, way too easy to contest. His playmaking is okay, his post game's okay, but I'm not really excited about him. Thomas Bryant is actually one of those really good offensive kind of big men who really doesn't have too much defense. He's going to get you some boards. He's going to play good in the post. Can even stretch it out, hit some threes for you. But his defense is but meh. Taco Fall, I've just had more experience against him than Your Gamer Son. And Taco Fall is almost impossible to guard in the paint. And that's really about it. Your Gamer Son is actually, again, a really good center. But Taco's 8'4" wingspan essentially means if you get under the rim, it's going in. Steven Adams, the next card up from the Power Within set, and he's actually, again, another pretty decent center. I don't think any of these are, like, horrible. They're just not great. 7', 7'4" wingspan. I love jump shot 38, but Steven Adams has a 69 three-point shot, no shooting badges, but is a really good defender, really good rebounder, and can play in the post a little bit, but it's not great for a center. But I do love his 93 strength, meaning he's not getting backed down by anybody. And then PJ Brown is last up, also one of those new cards that we got. I think he's a reward card that you get for just leveling up, so some of you guys may have him by now. But PJ Brown is essentially just a kind of, not really slow, but only an 81 speed 7'1" who can hit money from the midi with that jump shot 18, but jump shot 18, probably one of my least favorite jumpers in the game, so you're probably not really going to hit many minis, but his defense is pretty good in the paint, though, so I'll give him that. Starting off the pretty damn solid tier, one of my favorite tiers every single time, especially when you include the first guy. There we go. Starting off with Greg Oden, who in my opinion is just a slightly better version of this Vlade Divac. Just plays better in the post, plays better defense, and just feels better on the court. This Greg Oden is a great guy to just put people in the paint and do whatever the hell you want with. Chris Anderson, the Birdman. And it's crazy that he's also a high flyer. That's what you want to do with this Chris Anderson. Get at to the rim and just dunk at everybody. He does have a three-point shot and can stretch it out. You have to add a few badges to really make it crazy. But once you do that, he's actually a pretty damn good center. Brook Lopez is up next, and his main L is the fact that he is so slow, but is a great 3-and-D big man if that's really what you're looking for. Bob McAdoo's up next, plays that Giannis type role. We don't have the greatest of three-point shots, but we are lightning quick. We are an all-around insanely good defender, and our slashing game is absolutely insane. At 6'9", I do think he's a bit better as a power forward, but if you like a quick, small ball lineup with good defense, Bob McAdoo can really be a fun card out there. Bill Russell in this Cryogenesis set, actually, the Cryogenesis ones are like glitched cards. They're just have icicles on them. That's it. Does have, again, a pretty bad jumper because it is Bill Russell, but can shoot out there, plays absolutely menace defense out there. It is unreal what he does all around the court. Bill Russell actually has played some of the best rim protection I've ever seen in my life. It's crazy. And is a really good post game as well. Can finish inside there. A pretty athletic guy. All around is pretty good. Big Z. Zydrunas Ilgauskas. His main L is the fact that he's slow. But other than that, you have a 7'3" guy with the Kent Bazemore jumper, which I find really easy to time, that can splash it from 3, plays insanely good in the post, and is going to be a good defender just because how tall he is and how big his bot player build is out there. But again, he is really damn slow, so it can't hurt. Wes Unseld, another great card, another undersized kind of center, so he's definitely better as a power forward once you do that. I mean, Kobe Bryant base, crazy good defense, can play make a bit, and is really fast for a center. It's all dubs. Next up is Thon Maker, or Thon McCurr. I think that's how it's actually said. Thon is just a all offensive kind of card. He's got that Joel Embiid jumper and jump shot 47. Can absolutely spray it from out there. Pretty quick as well. A good playmaker. Could be pretty cheesy, but you're just playing absolutely no defense with him. Precious Achua, pretty precious card if I do say so myself. I got the buns. Now Precious is actually a fun card. I will say that. Essentially one of those center power forwards who is undersized but can really do everything. Can dunk on some people, can still spray it out with jump shot 100, his signature jumper. Has quick first step on Hall of Fame and some good playmaking, and all around is pretty good versatile defender. I personally think he's better as a 4, but he's a really good card. Next up is Amethyst Mo Bamba. Now, Mo Bamba, I think we all kind of know what he does. The dude is tall and has a massive, massive wingspan. So he's blocking every shot down to the paint, as well as being a cheesy paint master. And can go out there and still hit the 3 with a pretty decent jumper, although it is a bit slow. All around, I do like me some Mo Bamba. That finishes off our pretty damn solid. We can get into the Baby Demons tier, which is taking a while. There we go. Karl Anthony Towns is up first, and Cat is one of those guys who's really good at just stretching the floor out and hitting 3s, but I personally am not a massive fan of his jumper. But what they did do with recent Opal cards of Cat is they made him a really good defender, and he's pretty quick as well as a really good post guy, so I do think that Cat can actually hang now in my team. Jarrett Allen is up next. The dude is just one of the best defenders you will find at the center position. Can literally block any shot, can switch out onto point guards and still guard them perfectly fine. Gets every rebound, and again, blocks literally every shot in the paint, and actually has a bit of a 3-point shot. So Jarrett Allen, kind of a horse. Hakeem Olajuwon, one of the first stupid cheesy cards we got out there, but he was a lock-in reward. Hakeem can just actually do everything and has really good speed as well. Just, there's really not a weakness in his game. DeAndre Ayton, one of the best defenders that you'll find in the game. He's stupid tall, has massive wingspan, gets every single pass that goes his way. Is a really good post guy as well. I personally really like his jumper. I can't wait for a DeAndre Ayton card with that jumper on very quick or something like that. It's going to be gross, and he can just really make his way into the paint as well. I just think DeAndre Ayton is a super fun card, and for a free one, you got to love it. Finally, David Robinson no longer in the Demons tier. I was just looking at it after we got some new centers with the new season, and I think David Robinson is just not on their level anymore. He's still so good, has such a nice jumper, he plays great defense, he's actually pretty fast, he's a great post guy as well. If you have a fully badged up one, 15, 20 Hall of Fame badges, he can still compete and be up in that Demon tier, but as he is now, baby Demons. Bam Adebayo, great all-around card, a bit undersized, but he's stupid fast because of it, has all-around amazing defense, can legitimately guard 1 through 5, except for maybe a Yao Ming, and can still get out there, hit threes, and just be a crazy good card. Bam Adebayo, stupid fun. Next is Wilt Chamberlain and Shaquille O'Neal. I kind of view both these cards in the same light, where they are just insanely good at doing everything but shooting, but can still hit the midi. They're going to be dunking everybody. They're still going to be pretty damn fast. They have insanely good defense all around. They just have pretty bad jumpers and only have mid-range shots. Next up is Nikola Jokic, probably one of the most fun cards that I've used in the game this year. Like, just, I don't know what it is, but I just love using this Jokic. Actually, I know what it is. Jokic is 6'11", 7'3", and actually one of the best passers in the game right now. Can still go out there and hit absolutely insane threes, and his defense is damn good inside, and they gave Jokic an 89 speed. Such an 18, I don't think is horrible, but it's not amazing. But just the playmaking that this Jokic has allows you to play essentially point center, and it's probably one of the most fun times I've had in 2K this season. And last but not least is Marc Gasol. It's the same jumper and set shot 18, but it's on to the quick timing. But the difference is that Marc Gasol isn't as good of a playmaker as Jokic, and while being a bit of a better defender, is insanely slower. Has only a 79 speed compared to Jokic's 89. So I think Marc Gasol is meant to be more of those. Play it a bit slower, play some good defense in the paint, and shoot some threes while still being, a good playmaker. You're just not going to want to, essentially, you could take this Jokic and run around screens if you wanted to and chuck threes. You can't do that with Marc Gasol, but both these guys are still insanely good. And now we can get into our demons tier. We'll start off with Karl Malone. He's pretty good in 2K. And we have Joel Embiid. Joel is just a crazy good card, man. He's got jump shot 47. It's super easy to time, and I honestly think it's faster this year than it has been in previous years. He's one of the best post guys I've gone against. It's actually kind of frustrating when he hits you with a drop step, and is going to be crazy good on defense. Joel is just good, man. He's just good. Next up is an argument for being one of the best centers in the game right now, and that is Dwight Howard. If you haven't looked at his stats, Lord have mercy. 6'11", 7'4" wingspan. He is a center at 6'11" with a 96 speed and acceleration, 89 speed with ball, has crazy good defense, almost every defensive badge, Hall of Fame, has quick first step and downhill along with that 96 speed, has obviously some of the best finishing you'll ever find with a crazy vertical, has the Dwight Howard jumper on quick, a 74 shot 3, and some of the best defensive tendencies that you'll find in the game. If you go ahead and add, I think it is perimeter centric coach boost to Lenny Wilkins, because he gives you a +8, you have an 82 shot 3 Dwight Howard with his jumper on quick, and you can add sniper, and you can add Deadeye onto him. It is broken how good this Dwight can be. Next up is my man Boogie Cousins. Now, Boogie got his jumper set shot 8 on quick, and then they gave him the shifty dribble style too, because, just having his jumper on quick wasn't enough. So 6'10", 7'5" wingspan, already is going to be a god in the post, can pop anybody he wants to, but now can run out to the three-point line with Hall of Fame catch and shoot and limitless spot up with his jumper on quick with a massive green window, can play make like crazy, quick first step, 87 speed, and the shifty dribble style, and now actually has crazy good defense as well, including gold clamps on a card. Boogie's a god. Next is Wang Chi. You'll never find a guy who is as tall as he is that can shoot as well as he is with as big of a player build as he has. Jump shot 28 is money. I don't want to hear any Wang Chi slander. Please give me an opal anytime soon. I will take it. Next is Dark Matter Shaq. Obviously, if this Shaq is here, the Dark Matter Shaq has to be just a little bit higher. Dark Matter Shaq is crazy. Like, he's crazy. 7'1", 7'7" wingspan, and probably the best postcard you will ever use in your entire life, and has crazy good defense as well. You can basically say goodbye to scoring on Shaquille O'Neal when he's down in the paint. It's just how it is. And same thing with Yao Ming. You can say goodbye to scoring on Yao Ming when he's down in the paint unless your name is Bol Bol. Yao 7'6", can shoot the 3-ball, can finish inside, can play great defense. He's a good game card at the center position. And last but not least, you can be my man Kristaps Porzingis. Kristaps, 7'3" guy and arguably the best shooter at the center position. The Brook Lopez base is just one of the easiest jumpers to time in the game, in my opinion. And the fact that he's 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan means even though he doesn't have the craziest defense, he's going to be damn good at it too, and he has an 80 speed at that size. Porzingis is one of those guys that in-game feels so good, even though the stats may not be the most crazy. So that is our best centers list. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comment section below. Like the video if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe if you guys are new. Make sure you check out the point guards, shooting guards, small forwards, and power forwards tier list. Link in the description down below as well. Check out the new podcast channel. Also, link in the description down below. Hope you guys have a great day. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new, and I will see you in the next video.